And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. To return it is Corey Grant. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll run it here. This is James White. White's got a first down and more. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a toss play. This is White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Patrick Mahomes with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And he puts it through. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Drops it underneath to Thomas. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now it's Conner. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit!
On first and 10, Mayfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Mayfield now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nifty footwork at the 45. And a catch made here by Sharon Peake. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is intercepted. Isaac Young in there to pick it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They start with a give to Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Mike Pennell with the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Tahir Whitehead in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Conner. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mahomes now to throw, eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue him a little bit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Mayfield down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, Only way to play good defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And shedding through the tackle. He's got daylight. 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAnthony Thomas with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mahomes now on first down. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And
they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They run with Connor. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Thomas looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice throw.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Irving getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is White on the screen. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to the on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Flush to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if my receivers can.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. On the toss, here's Wright. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run. This is White. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot in the field, go get the touchdown.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.